Dinosaurus, the only restaurant where the servers are dinosaurs. Our animatronics are so real, you'll think a T-Rex is serving you T-Bone, a pterodactyl is serving you teriyaki, that a brontosaurus is serving you chili dogs. Every dish is an archaeological find, like our stegogetti, our Raptor Burger Rex, or the pile of crumbled sticky brownies adventurously named the Dino Droppings. So, take a trip into the wild at Dinosaurus. You can dine in or dine-o.
This is Mars official radio with Panem Public Service Escalon. We have a soundtrack just right for the blue sunset light.
I'll be back in a minute.
And welcome back.
And thank you very much.
Next stop, Applegate Hills. Picking up some more people for this oil refinery area.
Professional people or just roustabout workers?
Anyone that we could sucker in to come work on the oil island.
Okay.
Promise them clean water, fresh air. Ask them to, and once they come work for the refinery, I mean, they're not going to complain if their hydrant, the spigot in their kitchen catches fire. I mean, they're making money at their job. You know? I mean, it's just, you know. I mean, really, every village I'm building here, I guess, is a shanty company town. You know, we might pay them in sim dollars, but I mean, really, you know, they have to take the company train to get out of town as it is. We got room on the train for you and your wife, but not your kids. Come back soon. Alright, we took 71 people to the border. We're bringing back 25. Call that a victory. Could have come back empty. Could you 25 people... This is your engineer. Could you 25 people all move to the front cabin? It'll make us go down the hill quicker. Oh wow, you can see the reservoir when you're coming on the train, coming out of Applegate Hill. Just sitting out there at that lake. Again, not to pat myself on the shoulder, but I've done a really good job of spacing things out this time. I'll have to do one of those cinematic movies, you know, like they teach us at NYU, you know, where we slow down the train and find the right song and do a custom train route. Just takes us across the entire map. Yeah. Riding on the train they call the city of... Hey, what do we call this train? Sir, it's nighttime. Shut up. You're going to wake up people in the sleeper car. And put down that guitar. Okay. Anybody up for a game of poker? Sir, I'm not going to tell you again. Modern rendition of the city of New Orleans would not go as well on a train. I don't... You know... But I'm Arlo Guthrie, sir. I don't care if you're Woody Guthrie or Woody Harrelson. You're going to sit down or get thrown off this train.
Maybe both?
Yeah. I paid for this seat, sir. Buckle up, because we're going to throw that seat out with you in it. So each of the major destinations, like the universities, the colleges, have the same type of train going to them. So that, like the one on right here is a bullet train. You can see the bullet train come into the I named the tech school Penco Tech, the trade school. I was going to call it Voki, but I thought Penco Tech better captured the name. So when you head over to Penco Tech, all the trains are bullet trains. But, you know, the only train in your little town is one going to Penco Tech, so you're only going to see a bullet train. So as long as I send a different train to each of the colleges, that'll put some variety on the train tracks. Yeah. Here we go, heading underground. Let's see how it looks.
Can you hear it? Listen closely. It's the sound of refreshment. Pop soda refreshment. Pop soda. Belch the best. This This is Mars official radio with Panem Astroneers.
Hey, look at that. We made it.
One of all the letters we received today comes from Earth, from my old astrophysics professor, Aldous Lincoln.
We brought in 25 and 107 are
I'm
leaving.
delighted to hear that you're working on Mars. It
We're
must
definitely.
be fascinating.
All right.
You will inspire your listeners to examine thrilling realms across space, time, and matter. You are always
wanna see
welcome
people
to a
use these
full-time
ramps.
position on the faculty here if you ever return to Earth. Take care, my friend. Love always. Dear Professor Lincoln, I don't know what to say. Please roll the next song.
So, one of the clips that came by on the radio station I'm listening to in game, Pan Am Escalon just got a letter back from her old professor on Earth, Professor Linkler, who is so proud that she made it to Mars that he offers her a permanent job as a member of the faculty back at her old alma mater. And I always hear that, and it's like, girl, you're on Mars. You are not going back anytime soon, you know? And he doesn't say that it's a full-time tenured position. He says there's always a position for you. It could be as an adjunct. You know, they hand those out like candy. All right, so that is the end of the tour of the Ore Island. I've got power everywhere. Oh, we haven't ridden the metro yet. Let's see how the metro looks. Because there's definitely a bunch of work. I'm using 3 of the 4 metro tracks. Do I have 4? I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think it's 4. Let's see where this one's going. Line details. Stop 1 is Primrose Park. Stop 2 is called over here by the river. I need to come up with a name for this neighborhood. This is, we'll call this Riverwalk Station. Some of these artsy people that do these video tours on their metros, you know, they do serious stuff, like they pull in recordings. You know, you hear the station bell clang. I wonder if they just go out and if they find actual recordings online of people on the metro in like New York or Chicago or whatever, or if they're actually sitting there telling a friend of theirs, hey man, I need you to come up here to the station and go, next stop, Primrose Field, next stop, Primrose Field. You know, like, just like, how hard would it be to do that if you were like really into your art here? You know, like I don't know. Well, this metro is all set up. It makes 4 stops at places where no one lives. So,
So it's convenient for all.
yeah. Man. No bubblegum on the seats.
Not yet.
No. But there's already people complaining about crime. I mean, for starters, no one's on that subway, sir. Who's complaining about the crime? It's the operator up front. Well, who do we think is the threat here? Oh man, this is going to be so active once these buildings start to populate. Alright. There's a goober out here waiting for the subway. Or the metro, rather. Yeah, I chose the old-style subway cars. I used to have a whole bunch of different New York City subway cars installed.
Mm-hmm.
And it just got to the point where it was like, you know, Primrose Park. Next up, Penco Field. And then Primrose Boulevard. The Primrose Riverwalk. Okay, these subway cars can handle 400 citizens. I wonder how long it'll be until I'm like, I need more. I don't know how many people will live out here. Could be 20,000. Could be 10. Could be nobody. Have we talked about the train noises in the metro in Japan?
No.
There's a composer, a musician and composer, who has recorded hundreds and hundreds of songs in Japan. Every station has its own tune. I know. Who would have thought? You know. So when you're sitting there in the metro in Chicago, you know, going downtown to, of course, the Museum of Science and Industry, you know, and the thing comes on the line, famous cookies, home of, and you're like, did they just say home of famous Amos cookies? Yeah. Is famous Amos even from Chicago? I don't know. Well, why did they say it? Because they let clowns use the microphones on the metro here in Chicago. But whatever they say, because, you know, you can never hear them.
Well, you can hear them, but you can't understand them.
Well, the thing, yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, that's sort of the thing. Like, I think Primrose Park. You know, like, I mean, you know it's Primrose Park because you're trained to be here every day. You know, so I think you're going to know it's Primrose Park Station. And then, you know, one of the interesting things is you're going to be sitting here asking yourself, hey, Goober, why did you just have the trains cross paths with each other? Instead of just move this thing over to there and be like, because it won't let me move the stop over to that side. What? Yeah, no, it won't. Something's wrong. Apparently, I messed up something with the tracks. And I can't get to one side of the station. But I have these two lines here, and they are crossing each other. Which, I mean, it's almost like the station knows, oh, that's what it is. I hate this bullshit. They're uptown, downtown lines. It won't let me put the uptown shuttle on the downtown line because it's a downtown line and that's the way the track is positioned with the platform. That's why it won't let me put the train over there. Okay, fine, but let me put it over there. Nope, not gonna do it. Why not? Because that's a downtown. I'm going downtown. We don't care. Like, it's just... Come on, move the hell over here. I wonder if I could make a new line over here. It says I can. Go into here. Go into here. Go into there. And now I'm coming back. And it won't let me complete the line. Oh, something with the track. It's letting me leave the station. The track is clipping into the guardrail when it leaves the station. And because of that little bit of clipping, nope. It sees me coming in and it lets me leave. But when I go to come back, ain't gonna happen.
Denied.
I know, bastard. Well, damn, that means every time a train comes in here, it's going to have to wait for a cross train. That stinks. One would almost think I didn't know this, but it happens to me every time I play this game. I hate metros. just... Yeah, so I had to do a little bit of remodeling over here in the ore island to fit the metro coming across. Minor things like move the high school.
Just relocate the high school, huh? Jeez.
the Brontosaurus. For millennia, these gentle and graceful giants roamed the earth, grazing off the lush vegetation of the time. Their mere existence transformed the landscape and made a lasting impact on our world. It's that legacy that Dino Oil is proud to continue by using their eons-old dead bone goop to fuel your 5-door wagon, making it the oldest form of recycling there is. Dino Oil. Embrace the power of bones.
Hi, I'm Greg, owner and founder of Steel Frame Spots. Due to unusually short fingers, which are a characteristic of my family line, I was unable to play spots at the elite level I would have liked to. Instead, I invested my energy into getting you the lowest prices possible on athletic gear. Unlike the local sports teams, you can count on us every year. I fight every day to get you the best deals. I'll never drop the ball on prices, and that's because low prices and my customers' happiness are not affected by the short fingers mentioned earlier in the advertisement. Just remember, when the game's on the line, who do you count on? Steel Frame Spots. That's who. Check out our ad in the Weekly Nickel.
Dear Earthlings, this is an announcement I have received from your brothers and sisters on the Red Planet. We miss Earth. Could you please send more food, concrete, and mangoes, please, mangoes, on the next shuttle headed to Mars? End of transmission.
Time for a restart. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. Put down a couple flowers, and I've been doing some touch-up work, and you know how you're supposed to put flowers down in a mulch bed when the flowers are bigger than the mulch bed? All right, 1 hour, and just check.